My name is Jeff Divers and I'm from Lake Oswego, Oregon. You know, my experience with Clever Investor overall has been good. From the get-go, I had a really great trainer when I first signed up, and that went really well. Actually, Cody got involved a little bit later and talked to me directly because I've been doing this a little longer than most people. I think that they're used to. And he stepped in and kind of helped with that mentoring process and ended up talking me into coming here to the URC. And it's been a good experience for me. I've learned not a ton of real estate investing things, but that's not really why I was here. I was really here to learn marketing and systems and automation. And from that standpoint, I've learned a lot. Well, most of it for me is I'm a little old school. I'm a little older now. I'm almost 50. And so I have gotten a little bit off the beaten track. I did a little bit of rehabbing. I've done a little bit of land division. I've done a lot of different real estate investing techniques. But I also work in a vacuum a little bit. So it's really me by myself. Carolyn helps me. I have an assistant and then one other virtual assistant. But I'm also a little bit of a control freak. So I end up doing that by myself. And so I've got away from marketing a little bit and just kind of managing projects and going through that. And so I've gotten away from actually doing the marketing and the follow-up and the calls, and definitely away from the social media, because I'm not really involved in social media at all, other than I have a Facebook page. I have an Instagram account, but I'm not, posting on there like I should. So I learned a lot of techniques that are more current for me. Instead of just direct mail and just cold calling and just door knocking, now I have some networking stuff that I learned from realtors. I've got some outbound calling stuff that I've learned how to acquire lists and how to use some current technology to be able to contact people. So better marketing strategies based on a little more current technology, I think, is a good way to put. Well, actually, the biggest one for me was how to integrate, almost reverse market to real estate investors in my local market through Facebook and Messenger. So I have those two apps on my phone, but really have never really done anything more than, hey, what's up, or small communications or banter back and forth. So I think by learning how to utilize groups and message people that are in the industry that I'm actually looking for, I think was great. Targeted lead generation based on using Facebook and Messenger was a good one. Another good one that Torsten talked about was marketing to real estate agents and talking to them, really building relationships with them based on texting, calling, really reaching out to them. I've been doing real estate investing full-time since 2005, but I really started back in college. I was going to school but kind of bored. So I was buying courses even back then. And so I would say, I'm 49 now, probably from when I was 18, so 30 years off and on. I've worked corporate America. I've done other jobs along the way, raised a family, but full-time since 2005. So it's really been when I was able to do what I really wanted to do. I learned something on every deal, whether it be land development, going to the city, planning, permitting, whatever, or whether it be going to a title company and learning a new transaction process. But primarily it's every seller situation's different. So you really have to kind of mold and problem solve to each individual seller's problem. Because really, we solve problems. It's how we get deals, in my opinion. I earn my money by listening to what a seller wants to do, or what that seller needs, really, and then I try to do my best to facilitate what they need. And if I can do that, then we have a deal. Yeah, if you're thinking about Clever Investor, or you're thinking about any training program, because I've been through a lot. I've done this since I was 18 years old, and I bought hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of training. No exaggeration. So if you're on the fence and thinking about coming or joining Clever or coming to our URC or doing whatever you plan on doing with Clever, I would say they've got the best customer support I've ever seen. The team, everybody that I've met has cared, right? They actually spend time to interact with you, find out how you're doing, find out what you need. But anytime I've called in to talk to them, they're on it. And I've had a great experience. And that's what really triggered me to come to the URC, was the experience that I had at lower level Clever interaction. So that was so good that it kind of spawned me to progress and move forward with learning and hanging out. I like the team, I like the people. Cody really cares. gives me really good vibe, good feedback, and he takes his time to make sure that we're all getting what we need out of it. And so I don't think you could ask for anything more. Good customer service in today's day and age is awesome, because it's dead everywhere else, but I've had a great experience here. I would highly recommend coming and doing this, especially if you're new, but even if you're seasoned like me, it gives you a great opportunity to recharge your battery and learn some new techniques that are current, which I have kind of lost track of a few.